Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day and welcome to today's video on the channel. Now, I'm gonna be honest guys, I wasn't really sure how I should structure this video. I wanted to make this video talking about the Headless Spellement and stuff like that, but then I really sat down and I thought, okay, like what am I really saying? And like what is like a good, effective video I could make for the community and for Kingsisle? And that's kind of what I'm going to try and deliver in today's video. This video might be a little bit more negative than my recent ones, so I do apologize in advance, but I'm trying to actively work on obviously not being as negative here on the channel, because that is a pretty common criticism I get. But I do like to try and voice how the community is feeling, or if there is a huge problem in the community, I like to make it clear and present solutions. I do love this game and I do want to see it do better, and I genuinely have faith in it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video, y'all. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to talk about the Headless Spellement debate that's been going on in like the test realm server. Basically, if you guys don't know right now, essentially the new gold key boss came out for October. It's Halloween, it's spooky season, right? So you can actually use gold keys to go and farm Headless Horseman now, which is pretty cool, and you can only do it for this month apparently. A neat little update and stuff right there. However, the issue with this is players went in with their gold keys. Now keep in mind, gold keys are supposed to be a very like rare currency now after the audit that happened, I think a little over a year ago. These are very, very rare. So how you use a gold key means a lot. And yeah, when you go into this place, you literally get, I believe it is 1 to 3 spellements per run. Now, to put that in perspective, guys, I believe when I think you do like another gold key boss, like, Aquila, Azteca, Avalon, Mushu, like Catch of the Day, stuff like that, Burning Rampage, you will get a mix of spellements, but you'll get like 20. You get like or 30 sometimes, I guess, right? You get like a bulk of like, 4 per run, like 4 catches, 4 rampages, and like, I don't know, 10 samurais, right? You would get a lot more generally at those gold key bosses. So when this one comes out and there isn't as many spellements as the other ones, automatically the player base kind of just feels like, okay, what the heck? Like, is this a bug or something? And that's originally what players thought, actually, was that like this was like a bug and it wasn't intended and stuff like that. Now, Rapbeard has been pretty active on the Test Realm Discord. I do want to give credit where it's due here, obviously, in the video. And I believe they probably will be making some changes to this, because the overall backlash from the community has been unanimous in terms of this gold key change. Now, this is going to be the part of the video where things are going to kind of take a steep decline, I guess, if you will, in terms of like negativity. But I promise I will try and not get too ranty. I'll stay straight to the point here, guys. The last couple of updates, I'm going to name a couple examples. The pip bug, everybody lost their 40% base pip chance, basically, if you don't know. That was just completely out of the game in advanced combat. So, like, PvP and raids were literally unplayable. But the thing is, why are changes like this making it into the live realm game, right? Or another example, the raid, right? The raid gear exploit that happened, where players intentionally walked in, knew the raid wasn't accessible or like basically beatable, so they just bought 80,000 crowns and went in with 12 people and hit the chest over and over until they could actually get that raid gear, right? Now, Kingsisle actually was a bit more swift in terms of this with action. They actually got the raid turned off relatively quick within the same day. So props to Kingsisle for that. Good job. Why is stuff like this making it into the game? And a lot of people like to be like, oh, it's the devs' fault. Don't ban the players or whatever. And I think that's kind of a poor argument. I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, if you know something isn't intended and you're abusing it, I feel like that's kind of where I draw the line. So in general, I think there might be an issue at the company. Now, again, I'm not sure, like, I don't want to like attack the devs or anything, right? I never do. I do respect the devs. They've taught me a lot. So that's not the intent to this point here. I think the people that are in charge of like reviewing the devs' work and like rolling that out to live ROM, like, I'm just gonna say it, bro. I feel like some of y'all are dropping the ball, and I don't want to be an asshole again. I'm not trying to, you know, purposely be negative here, but a lot of the community, guys, okay, expects to be disappointed. With these last couple of updates, it has been really depressing as a player just to see blatant game-breaking bugs just come out time and time again. Especially when it's back-to-back, like the pip bug and then the raid bug, you know? It's just, it really feels crappy as a player, you know? Now, I know some people might be like, oh, well, the devs could have done a better job and, like, you know, thought of that and, like, fixed that, I guess. But I don't really think that's fair, you know, because I don't really know how game design works. But I feel like they do the work, they hand it over to, like, QA or whatever. QA is like, oh, this doesn't work. Can you fix that? They hand it back to the devs. They fix it. They hand it back to QA. And then QA verifies it and puts it to live realm. I assume that's how it would go over at Kingsisle. So if anything, I think it's the QA testers and not the developers, actually, guys, because like I said, something like your pip chance literally just not working, or like not even being able to walk into the raid and start the raid or like do the raid is like, I feel like that's just like inexcusable, you know? And again, I don't want to be negative. I said this like 3 times in the video, but like, I want to see this game do better. I want to see more polished updates and stuff, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys are into Spider-Man at all, but like, the Spider-Man 2 game that's coming out this month, by Insomniac Games, like, those games are so beautiful and so polished with a lot of content. Now, I know it's not like multiplayer like Wiz or anything. It's like a whole different game. But my point is, they have a very high standard for the quality of their game and their content, you know? And I feel like Wiz tries their best, you know, the developers and stuff like that, they do what they can. But then, like, the quality, when it gets handed over to QA and they miss stuff that are blatant, it's just, and then it happens to come out to live realm back to back. It feels really shitty and depressing and disappointing as a player. Now, I feel like I can't really say, you know, anymore in this video for some reasons that I can't mention, but I don't know, man. That's really all I gotta say in the video. You know, again, I don't want to come across as ranty or anything like that, so I'm not gonna really prolong things. I got my points across here. I just think the community, again, just feels very depressed and disappointed with, you know, all these like huge game-breaking bugs that have been happening and stuff like that. And I really hope that, you know, the dev team can get the Headless Horseman thing fixed and actually be like desirable to the player base to actually spend their keys on for the month of October, because I think Headless is a cool spell and I'd like to use it in PvP and you know, do something new in terms of content. So yeah, that's everything I want to say, guys. Let me know your thoughts and feedback down below in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, y'all.